Hi everybody, it's Kelly, and today I thought that I would do it's kind of a mix of an update on my Curology prescription. It's been 2 months, 2.5 months since I've been using it, and I thought I would give you an update on that. Plus I might look a little weird because this side of my face has makeup, or I did this side of my face. This side of my face has absolutely nothing. So what I wanted to do there was I wanted to show you the difference in my skin since using the Curology prescription. So let's get this started. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on my face. Now, the makeup that I have on this side, let my camera focus, is just some Bare Minerals. It's just the fair. I have the fairest one of all of them, just because I'm so light. But I want to show you, this is the side, okay, of makeup, and I just wanted to show you the smoothness of my skin. Now, my skin has a history of going through problems. I've told you in some of my other videos that I do have psoriasis. In fact, I have a flare-up right here on my eyelid. And maybe 13 years ago, I started getting psoriasis on my face. And it was at a period of time when I was really stressed. I had a lot going on in my life. And I ended up putting clobetasol, which is what my dermatologist prescribed me, which is kind of like an alcohol. It smells like rubbing alcohol, but it's an alcohol-based solution, and I put it on my face. Well, clobetasol is a steroid, and you never put a steroid on your face, which I did not know. But when I was using it, it would be gone the next morning, and I'm thinking, this is absolutely great. But once I stopped using it for a night, it came back, and it came back, my psoriasis came back worse. Raw, irritated, I couldn't wear makeup. It got to the point to where it had spread all over my face, and I had to go see my dermatologist. I was so embarrassed. My face was so red. It had kind of pustular, looked like pimples all over my face, just white heads, but my face was so dry and red, it was cracked. It wasn't bleeding, but it was so dry it was cracked. My whole face was red, and I was so embarrassed to go out. If I put makeup on, like foundation, I looked worse because the dryness and the little pustular, if that's what you want to call them, they look like whiteheads all over my face. Just stuck out so horribly bad. And I remember my dermatologist, I kept her, we lived about an hour away from where we are now back then. And before we moved to where we live now, I saw this dermatologist. My whole family sees her, and I just never wanted to leave her. So I had to travel an hour to go see her. And I remember being in my car and thinking, I hope nobody sees me. I hope nobody sees me, because, and then of course you're so conscious about everybody looking at you. You think people are staring at you in the rearview mirrors, and people are looking at you as they go by on you on the freeway. And it was awful. It was really, really awful. It was the worst skin time in my life. And before it's called perioral dermatitis, and before I had gotten that, my skin was pretty oily. I would have to use actually oil, stuff that would dry up my oil on my face, like makeup and creams and all of that. But after I had this, and I had this for a month, I went to see my dermatologist. She gave me some stuff called Metrogel, and I thought it would work in a couple of days. My face was like that for a good month and a half. And my son, we had him baptized, and in the pictures of his baptism, I kept hiding my face because it was awful. I couldn't wear makeup. I looked like I had a horrible sunburn slash bad acne. It was awful, and it was embarrassing. So the point of that is, do not ever use a steroid on your face, because your face will get addicted to it, which is what my skin on my face did. And when I didn't give it what it wanted, it reacted like a child and just rebelled against me. So after I got all of that taken care of and my face finally calmed down, it's never been the same from that. It's always been dry now and not oily. And it's always had a rough texture. I had pretty good skin in high school. I did have the occasional hormonal breakout on my chin, but never anywhere else, you know, like weird acne that comes on your back or your chest or anywhere. My daughter does get that, Caitlin, but she has some hormonal issues. She has polycystic ovary syndrome, so she has some different, you know, degrees of problems than I did. I didn't have any, just the occasional hormonal flare-up. And so after I had this perioral dermatitis, my skin really changed. The texture, it was awful. My skin's always had a rough texture. You can rub your hands over, you could rub your hands over it, and you could feel just, to me it felt like canvas, the rough canvas type of stuff. And that's what my skin was left with after this whole episode that it had undergone. And it, like I said, I'll say it again, it was awful. And I don't wish that on anybody, because it was, it changed my skin so far forever. So far it's the same. So when I came across this Curology, like I told you in my other video, my girlfriend had found it, and she has a different problem than I do. She, you know, has acne, which you could never tell she has acne, but she says she does. But she told me about this Curology, and I'm like, you know, I saw that on Facebook. They were advertising, but you know, when you're on Facebook and you see these advertisements, for me, I kind of take it with a grain of salt, and I think, yeah, okay, whatever. But she said she had gotten it and tried it, so I ended up getting it. And mine is for texture, brown spots, which I was not very nice to my skin in the sun when I was younger. So I want to show you how this has been going. I've been using it, like I said, for it's been 2.5 months, because in August it will, I will get renewed, and my prescription is going to get stronger, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. So I'm going to kind of zoom in on the side I have no makeup on. Okay, that's pretty close. Give my camera a minute. Okay, so this is my skin now. Now, my skin had a lot of brown spots in it. It's always been red. I've always had a red. My mom says it's an Irish thing, but I've always had red in my skin. But now I'm getting my mother's spider veins, and my grandfather had them too. But you know what? They faded. They're not nearly as pronounced as they used to be. And my fine lines under my eyes, if you go back to my first couple videos, come on camera, it's just this one line. I used to have so many lines under my eyes, no kidding you. And under my eye is nice and supple, and there's not a lot of fine lines. This one too has gotten better. I do have a little bit of I don't know what you would call this, creepiness under my eyes, I'm not sure. But that is from psoriasis. I have been fighting psoriasis under my eye as well over here, and then as you can see, it was a lot more raw than this, but now it's just dry, and see how it kind of yucky. So anyways, so that is my skin. This is my skin with makeup, with the Bare Minerals, and this is my skin with nothing. Okay, so now that you've seen me up close and personal, which Normally I don't like to do, because I think I've told you before, we're like our own worst critic. You don't want anybody to see you up close and personal. But I just wanted to show you that. So what I did was I called, or I emailed my updated pictures to my my practicing doctor, or is it practicing? Somebody told me what the NCP stood for. Oh my gosh, Kelly, your brain, sometimes it just won't work. Anyways, she has a license to give you medication that you need. So mine, the active ingredients is tretinoin, vitamin C, and niacinamide. Now, so what I did was I sent her 4 new pictures of my updated skin from 2.5 months ago, and she looked and she got right back to me. It's like the same day. They're so good. And she said, okay, Kelly, she says, I can, you know, I can see the difference too. It looks like your skin is, you know, liking what I have for it, but we're going to go up a little bit on the tretinoin. So that's what we're going to do, is when I get another bottle in August, which is when I'm due, she's going to go up a little bit more on the tretinoin. So then we'll see. She says you may have to take it, you know, again, when I got this medication, it was every other day, once at night, but every other day, because it would, you know, would dry my skin out. But then my skin got fine with it, and it's been fine. I've been using it once, you know, every night. She says, but you might have to go back to that with me upping the dose a little bit on your tretinoin. But she says, you know, it looks like it's working, and it is working. And I just want to say one thing in here, that I am not selling Curology. I am no part of them. They don't pay me for my reviews. This is all on my own, and I just want you to know that it's working for me. My face is really soft now. It's not canvas anymore. So what I wanted to do was really quickly, I am going to go through, I'm going to do the other part of my face with what I use makeup wise and how I use it. So I first use the Pure Plush Bare Minerals. You know, you all know now, I've had so many foundations. In fact, I'm going to be selling off a lot of them because I have too many. I have Chanel, Dior, there's just too many to mention. I've gone back to Bare Minerals, and I'm going to tell you why. It just doesn't feel like I have any makeup on. And the matte, I have the Bare Minerals mineral powder in matte, and it keeps my face looking fresh all day. I like that. So I use the Pure Plush Gentle Foam, and I got this on QVC. You know, I all know how I am about QVC. And then twice a day I put my Skin Longevity on, which is from Bare Minerals, and it's a Vital Power Infusion. Empower, Replenish, Renew, and Fortify. I did a review on this, so you can go back and look at that. I got that on QVC. And then I go ahead and I take my Bare Minerals Prep Step Moisture Set. And this kind of leaves your skin tacky, ready for your foundation, I guess you would say. But after that, like I said, this is the weirdest thing, and I'm going to say it again. This is the weirdest thing, but I've been using the Burt's Bees BB cream. You guys are like, oh my gosh, really? So I'm going to put that on. I'm going to show you, it does not cover anything, but it sure does make a nice canvas, because I don't use a primer, okay? I don't use a primer. It says it's clinically shown benefits in 1 easy step, and it has SPF 15, which really isn't dark enough for me, or as much sunscreen as I should have, but right now that's what I have. And come on, camera, they don't want to see blur. Okay, so that is all prepped with that. That's all I do. I take a tiny little bead like this. It's just a tiny little bead, and I use it on one side of my face and my forehead. I took a little too much for my chin. And then just cover the redness up, because my chin does have some redness on it. Like I said, I've got very red skin. Okay, so that is what I use. basically to prime my face, and it's not a primer, it's just a BB cream. But it leaves it the prep step is still underneath it, and it's leaving it kind of tacky. So then what I do is I just go ahead, I take a Real Techniques, this is the buffing brush, because we all know you need to buff in your, your Bare Minerals powder. So I already have it in my lid, okay? And I just take it, swirl it around like everybody knows, tap, tap, tap. And what I do is I start from the bottom, and I'm always doing things different, but I find it works for me if I start from the bottom and work my way up. So I really get that in there real good. And I take a little more, and I take it and I work my way up. I do my eyelids, around my nose. You know how this goes. I'm sure you've seen this on TV. You've seen other YouTubers showing you how to do this. And just do a little on my forehead. I'm looking in the mirror while I do this for you. And then some on my chin. And then my neck, of course, because my neck is red too. So that wasn't very hard, and I'm going to show you what that left me with. So this has left me with this texture, with this coverage. Okay, now you see all this? That's not dryness, that's actually facial hair. So then what I do, and I did a review back, I don't know when, maybe the beginning of the year, on these little Twinkle, they're called Twinkle shavers. And yes, I still use them. And so what I do is they're just kind of like a straight razor. And I just, let me put my mirror over here so I can see what I'm doing, so you can see what I'm doing too. So what I do is I take it and I just go straight down and get all that hair off. I do this maybe once a month. Just depends on, I notice that certain times of the month my hair grows faster than others. So see, this is all gone. Let me wipe this off real quick. And I find that when you put the powder on, it's like anything else, it makes your hair stand up. And then you can see what you've missed and what you haven't missed. So see it, there's some loose stuff right there. And I do my, and I also do my neck, because I have little moles that like to, you know, grow hair, and then my husband likes to stare at me and then he picks it out. Do you know how thick those hairs are? It hurts so bad. So now with that facial hair gone, and no, it does not grow back thicker. It may grow back faster, but you still have the tinkle and the tinkle. Isn't that funny? I feel like I should be calling it twinkle, but it's tinkle. So you have, it makes your skin just very soft looking and flawless. Now also use it on my eyebrows, and I also wanted to show you that I got a new, I couldn't open this, I got hasty and I just plunged right into it. This is the Benefit Ka-Brow. It's cream gel brow. And I got this yesterday, yesterday. Now what you do is the little tip comes out and there's the brush. Now what can you do with that? Okay, I can't do anything with that unless I'm going to be here for an hour, which I don't have an hour to do my makeup. So you just pull this off, and I get my own, let me brush my eyebrows real quick. I get my own, this is just a Sedona Lace eyebrow brush, angled eyebrow brush. And this is what it looks like inside, because I'm blonde. I don't know if I got it maybe a little too light, but you know, you're just gonna go over your hair I know I've told you before, I hate doing my eyebrows. It's like the worst part of makeup that I could possibly have to do is my eyebrows. But they have to be done, you know. They have to be. Because I don't have perfect eyebrows. If you do, oh my gosh. Good for you. Keep them. So, there's my eyebrows. Let me make sure they match. I have been known to go out with one eyebrow looking funny and the other one looking even funnier. So that's my eyebrows. Okay, so I'm going to close this up. And again, this is the Benefit Ka-Brow. It's okay. I mean, this is the first day I'm wearing it, so it goes on really good. Now what I do is I take my Tinkle, and if I pluck my eyebrows, they come out and the little holes bleed. So, and I've been told I have very deep-rooted eyebrows. So if I have any corrections, any loose hairs that I have to get, I just do it. And that's it. And it doesn't hurt. I do my daughter's eyebrows all the time because she hates going and getting them done because it hurts her too. So I'm sorry about that. So that is my, leave in the sun here. That's my eyebrows. I mean, that's what I do. I don't pluck them. I know a lot of gals don't like plucking them. I am one of those people. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Bare Minerals. I don't know if they have this anymore. It looks like this. I don't know what the name of it is. It just says Bare Minerals on it. Hello Gorgeous. Maybe, I don't know, but it looks like this. And I'm taking this blush right here, and it looks darker in the camera than it actually is. And I'm just taking a Tarte buff, you know, it's kind of like a buffing brush. And I'm just going to put that in there, and I'm just going to put that on my cheeks. Just to give, you know, my face a little color, because when you're as pale as I am, color is a good thing for you. So, let's see, is that matching? No, I need a little more. Just real lightly put more on because I don't want to look like blush face. Okay, so that's that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this color called Empress right here, which is just a light color. And I just basically what I did, this is a look that I do if I'm not going anywhere special. I'm taking my daughter swimming. It's Friday. Her times had changed. So I'm just going to go swimming with her. I'm finding that I'm not really using a lot of makeup anymore. Maybe it's because of the heat. I don't know. And then I'm taking my Sigma Blending E25. And I'm going in with this Bragging Rights. It's basically a copper right here. And I'm just going to really lightly put that on my crease to give my eyelids some color. Hi, Tinky. So just really lightly. I don't want a lot of color, just something, you know, to brighten up my eyes a little bit. Make sure those look the same. Nothing fancy, ladies, nothing fancy. Okay, and then I'm going to take my, this is the Hydrating Mineral Veil. And I'm just going to take my, well, that's not what I use. Where is it? This just came in a kit. This is just a Bare Minerals brush. And it came in a kit a long time ago. And I like it because it's really fluffy. And I haven't done this side of my face yet. I'm just going to put that Hydrating Mineral Veil all over. Just to give me a fresh, you know, to set my makeup. They say this sets your makeup. Maybe it does. I don't know. But I like to finish it off with this. Get my neck. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. So that's that. Very fast, very easy. I'm going to put that away. Then I'm going to take this, the 5-Star Treatment in that same palette. It's a highlighter. And I'm just going to go right under my, you know, on my cheekbone, I guess. This is a double brush, which is kind of nice because I'm also trying to liquidate some of my brushes because I don't use them all. So, and then a little on your nose, a little on your lip, and that's it. I don't like a lot of what's it called, highlighter. So then I got the Definisals. I didn't even know they still sold this. I used this in high school. The Definisals from Lancome. I think that's what you call it. Oh, it's looking at me. It's like, hello. And I'm just going to put that on the tops of my eyelashes. My top eyelashes. I think I just got some on my lid. Oh, and I got some on my face. Isn't that lovely? It just gives me enough. It's not super thick. In fact, the other side could use a little more. I know, I have that mascara on my face. I'm going to get it off. The reason I don't put any on my bottom lashes is because it brings my eyes down, and I don't want anything bringing my eyes down. I want them to look nice and plump, you know, because we have enough bringing our faces down as we get older, ladies. We don't want any more, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to take that that buffing brush from Real Techniques and get that out of there. So people aren't, you know, when you're talking to people, they're not staring at it going, wow, look at that. Look what's in her forehead. So that is what I do. And usually, sometimes I wear a lipstick these days, sometimes I don't. These are my lipsticks. I went through all of them. I'm trying to get rid of a whole bag full that I had because my desk just couldn't handle it anymore. It's like, ooh, I need some help. So I got this, I'll go ahead and show you this. This is from Cora's. It's called the Cottonseed Oil Long Lasting Lip Liner in Neutral Dark. This is what it looks like. It's very creamy, long lasting. I can't say it's long lasting. I really can't because I had coffee. The first day I wore this and it came off. So that is the Michael Cora's Cottonseed Oil. It's dry. You'd think that if it's cottonseed it would be a little moisturizing. Maybe it is, but I'm not feeling it. It feels like it went on my lips and it's there. It doesn't feel like it's going to dry them out. And then I'm just going to look at this. I'm going to take my Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector that I haven't used in forever. And this is a very nice conditioning. There we go. Kind of like, it's not matte, but it leaves your lips feeling luxurious. And you can put that like I just did. You can put that over anything. Oops, I just dropped some. So there it is. Oops, let's get over here. Let me take my hair out because I didn't want to get it in my hair, and now it probably has, I don't know, just fluff my hair up. So there it is. That's what I've been doing. It doesn't look like I have much on. The Bare Minerals. Now I want to tell you, I've never been able to wear Bare Minerals before because I had such awful skin. The brown dots or the brown spots, you can see just a little bit here that are trying to fade. everything. I have to say that Curology has really been helping, and I had my doubts when I first started it. Oh, it's still there, look. It's like, here I am. But I am a believer right now. Now, my girlfriend said that she hasn't seen, sorry about that. My girlfriend said she hasn't seen much an improvement in her skin. And she's been on it a little longer than me, but for me, for my aging skin, trying to keep it from looking older, trying to keep it young and supple, I'm telling you, I think this stuff has helped. Has the Bare Minerals helped me? Maybe. You know, it doesn't hurt. When I take my makeup off, I take it off with this Cera V. It's a hydrating cleanser you get from the drugstore. Takes your makeup off really good. And then I'll either use, like I said, the Pure Plush from Bare Minerals, or I just bought the Transforming Purifying Cleanser. It's like a clay. And so far I'm happy with what I'm doing. So if you are new to my channel, please like and subscribe. I'm going to end it there because I think it's probably like an hour since I've been talking to you so long. But I wanted to get this video up, and I do have another video coming on shapers. One of my gals want to know the different shapers that I have and how they wear, and so I want to do that. That will be my next video, but I really hope that this video has been helpful for you with skincare. Skincare is so important, especially for, I mean, anybody. If you're have mature skin like I do, or even when you're younger in your 20s, it's so important to take care of your skin. You know, when I was in my 20s, I didn't even think about it, and my face got burnt so bad, and now I'm paying for it. And you know, my parents always told me, what you do now in your younger years, you will pay for in your later years, and I'm finding that is so true. One thing that happened to me last week was I was finally definitely diagnosed with fibromyalgia. So when I told you guys that I had hurt my back a couple videos ago, it wasn't my back, it was fibromyalgia that was bothering me. And last weekend, the 4th of July weekend, I had a really bad flare-up. And so that's why I hadn't done any videos, because I was pretty much laid up. And I think it's because I wasn't very nice to my body growing up. I mean, I just wasn't. So I'm paying for it now, and now is the most important time for me now in my life that I can start taking care of my body. And my husband is so understanding, and when he knows that I'm hurting and I am having a hard time moving around, he totally takes care of Haley for me, which is such a help, because Haley is very demanding physically. Not that it's any part of her fault. I'm not saying that at all. I love my daughter. I would never, ever. Some of my family, you know, a couple of my family members have asked about an institution, which I would never do to her. I won't even let anybody come in, you know, and sit with her, because she's got so many issues, and I love her to death. I love all my kids. And so thank God for my husband. We work very good as a team, and I think that, not to get religious on you, I think that's why God blessed us with her, is because he knew that we could handle her and give her the very best life and care that we possibly could, and that's what we try to do every day. So anyways, that's why I hadn't done some videos, and so now you know. And I want to say welcome to all my new subscribers. I did get quite a few again, and I'm almost up to 200 subscribers, and it's just very liberating for me, because it's just makes me so happy. So, and I love when you guys ask me for reviews, and you guys have been doing it more and more, and I just say, oh yes, I would love to do that for you. So if you have any requests, please share them with me in the down bar, and I will see you in a couple days. I will do my shapewear video, so you all can see what I use for that. So I'm sorry the video was so long, and I hope you all take care and have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.